Okay, this reading is actually very similar to the one that I just did, except this is a sun sign Virgo. I'm no, sun sign Leo person, ascendant Virgo, North Node in Gemini, life path number 9. So I'm going to start off with the astrology piece of this because it is the beginning of the astrological new year, which starts on March 21st. So it's a really great time to have a reading because it kind of gives you, kind of lays out the year for you with the planetary transits. It's a good time to do New Year's resolutions, by the way, too. All right, so the planets at the moment, I'm going to start with Saturn. So Saturn is going to bring difficulties. That's just what Saturn does. It's going to be in your 6th house. Okay. So this is the house of health and wellness, illnesses, like your daily routine and your schedule and your work. So what Saturn does is it brings obstacles in this area, or this sector. So, it does that on purpose though, because that's how you grow in this area. So it'll make this sector grow quite a bit through self-discipline. So you're going to get a little bit of a reprieve, March through May, and then back to obstacles. So the next one that I wanted to talk about is where Uranus is. So that's going to be in Taurus this year. And by the way, this is going to be the entire year. So I think that Saturn was actually in your 6th house last year as well. So you could have had fuckery in that area last year as well. Uranus all year long is going to be in your 9th house. Okay, so Uranus controls sudden change. It's like sudden change or overhauls in a situation. And it's going to be in your 9th house, which includes foreign travel, foreign cultures. It can also be spiritual epiphanies. It could also be higher learning. So it's like this year you may decide to go back to school. It's going to align with North Node this year. Okay, so that means that it could have a significant effect on your life's purpose. Okay, so you're a life path number 9, and your North Node is in Gemini. So just describe your life path up in a sentence, I would call you the humanitarian connector. Okay, so the life path 9 is a humanitarian. It's one of the deeper life paths. It's one of the more difficult life paths because it's going to involve sacrifice from you eventually. But it's good that we have life path number 11 people because you're going to help create the utopian world that we all want to live in, so that's awesome. The North Node in Gemini, it's a connector and networking energy. Okay, so it controls education, marketing, developing online stuff. It's developing community, so it's a very networking type of energy. Specifically, Life Path 9 is humanitarian, and North Node is going to be aligning you this year with that higher purpose. So look out for that. You could have an overhaul in what you do to get you closer to your purpose. You could have a sudden exposure or a sudden opportunity that appears. Pay attention to the month of May in particular, okay? We're going to have a triple manifestation opportunity that happens in May, and you may get a vision of something at that point. All right, so I'm going to move into healing. So your healing, Chiron's been in your 8th house. So 8th house controls things like tax and insurance and inheritance and other people's money. So like money you get from clients, for example. But on a deeper level, it's also focused on trauma, secrets also, stuff that's hidden. So that's going to be what's going to be healing this year. So you might have a lot of deeper stuff coming up this year, even from your childhood and stuff. On the destiny, so Neptune and Jupiter are going to meet in Pisces, which is going to be in your 7th house, which is going to be your house of relationships. So collectively, we're all jumping spiritual timelines as far as our destiny goes. And so what's going to happen with you is you're going to see a whole lot. You would have been seeing a whole lot of what you don't want in your relationship sector. And then you're going to have this pause. So this year is kind of like a holding year where there's a pause. And then in May, you might get a little glimpse of something that you do want. And then you're not really going to jump for that though until like 2023 to 24. So anyway, just look out for, again, look out for the month of May. All right. So, starting on the cards, I just want to explain how I'm reading these cards because I don't channel spirits and I don't channel angels or guides or anything like that. I don't know how to do that. So I am an intuitive. So what I'm doing is I'm laying the cards down based on your planetary transitions. Okay. So like this is going to be your 6th house, your 8th house, and then this is going to be your 7th house. Okay, but that's just the way that I pulled the cards. It doesn't necessarily, what I'm going to do is it's going to tell a story, and I'm just going to read the story. So it could be, those specific houses. I mean, they could stay in their trek and they could not. All right, so I'm going to start off here with the past. Okay, so this is the past. It's either, okay, so this is one of two things. It's either in your past or it's happening right now. So this is going to be kind of chronological here, by the way. So this is either happening in your past or it's right now. This is not a good energy. I would almost see this as like, if this is a relationship, then you could have been in an abusive relationship. Because you've got conflict here, okay? And then here you've got some kind of lying, cheating, or some kind of deceit. And then here means that you're trapped in it for some reason. So in your past, you could have been, and this could be describing like a cycle of relationships or like a pattern that you've been in. You could have been trapped in a really horrible energy. And this would have been causing some trauma for sure. It also could be trauma from your childhood that's causing these patterns to manifest as well. If this doesn't have to do with relationship, and maybe it's like you were in a really shitty job. This is just a really shitty energy. Sorry, but hopefully this is past and not like right now. But this is definitely a really shitty energy. All right, so if we move forward to what's happening, this is either happening right now or this is going to be happening in the next like March till May, okay? So this is heartache and despair, particularly when it comes to love. So that's why I kind of think that this has to do with relationships. There's always like different interpretations that can be done with the cards, Like I said, maybe that could be a really shitty job. But, I don't know, because you've got a lot of swords and you've got a lot of cups here. Okay. So in the reading I just did before you was a person that was extremely similar to you astrologically. But his reading had a lot of wands and coins. So for me, I'm like, you know what? His is probably talking about a career or a project. And I really feel, while this could be talking about a project, it seems more like it's talking about relationship patterns in your case. But again, I have to rely on your higher intuition. I'm just going to read what the energies are and the possibilities here. And then, you can tell me, no, it's not that energy. Or also it could be like, I could pull clarifying cards as well on some of these cards. I'm trying not to pull clarifying cards because I want it to be more vague. And then also there could be other interpretations that could be looked at as well. Okay. But basically you've got crappy energy here. Okay. Here you've got healing from sorrow and despair. All right. So whatever that crappy energy was, you're healing yourself from it. Okay. So let's take the relationship example. So if this is a pattern in the past of being in abusive, narcissistic relationships, that does cause a lot of pain that you have to grow through, but you're in the process of working through that. Okay, so this means that it's fated by destiny that you're going to be healing this pattern that you were in. Okay, so you're not going to be in this pattern anymore. But it's a process, and this means like you're, like halfway there. So this is how you heal it. So basically this is like growing in it's not just confidence. It is confidence in yourself, but it's more like there was like a missing piece of yourself that you found. It's like you've made yourself whole, or you've grown. Either you're doing this now or you're about to do this. Okay, so this is like the happy single card also. So it's like finding fulfillment in yourself for like who you are by yourself. There's an ending of codependency implied here as well. And this thing that could have kept you trapped, that could have been codependency patterns. So if you have been in a cycle where you've been through a lot of bad relationship after bad relationship, and then you just jump into the next relationship, that's a cycle of codependency. And that could be, the codependency itself could be what's keeping you stuck in this pattern with these, frankly, crappy people. I hate this energy so much. Like these two together, that's just a liar and a just abusive person, I guess. All right. So, but this is getting out of codependency. So this is like, learning to love yourself is really what this is, about. All right. So that's coming, and that's what's going to get you out of the despair feeling. All right. So what is the moon bringing you? This is so epically happy. Okay. So the rest of your reading's happy, I promise. So the moon is kind of like stepping stones. And I pulled this in the center because I wanted to see what energy this current full moon was bringing for you. This doesn't mean that it's like right now. And as a matter of fact, this is probably talking a little bit in the future. This is probably like May. So there is a significance to May here, by the way. It's not happening right now, but it did start. So the energy is there. It's like out there in the universe, and it's coming towards you. Okay. So full moons are like stepping stones. So it's like you're on this branch of a tree and you're moving to this branch of the tree. All right. But you don't just jump branches. You have like stepping stones along the way that push you there. So the full moons every month are going to push you in that direction. All right. So this is a new thing. Okay. So either often this is a love offer is what this usually symbolizes. So there's some kind of offer in love. I mean, if you're already in a relationship, it could be an opportunity to go a step deeper. If you're not in a relationship, it's somebody that you really, really like that you meet. Your work that you've done here, okay, the going into yourself, or if you haven't done the work, you're about to do the work. But anyway, this comes after you do this work, by the way. Okay, so you do this work first, and then this comes. That's the timeline. So this work is paid off. Okay, it's hard work going into yourself and looking at your traumas and looking at your childhood patterns and how they've manifested in your current relationship. But it's going to pay off because this is the Quan. Okay, so what this opportunity brings you is the unbelievable everything happiness. Okay, so I call this the Quan because like in Jerry Maguire, I believe is the show, where he's like, no, I want the Quan. It's like the money, the freaking lifestyle, the freaking husband, the freaking, it's all of it. Like it's all the happy. That's what this opportunity brings you. Okay. So let's look at what's influencing this. All right. So here we have a completion of a cycle. All right. So this is a cycle completion. This is heartache. So that's why I think a lot of this has to do with love. So you're in a completion cycle of heartache. This cycle up here of whatever patterns kept you in this situation, stuck in this situation, they're ending. This is what ends it. So this is success and victory. This is awesome. So you have success and victory over the ending of this cycle. Okay. And it is this opportunity, whatever this is really important. So this opportunity, if it's not a love offer, it could also be a project or a job as well. And if it's a project or a job, then what it's going to do is it's going to help you do this. So it's going to help you gain in your self-confidence and in your abilities to provide for yourself, and your abilities to be that, to be awesome in yourself. It's like a feeling that you feel inside yourself of completeness is what it is. So if this is it, so be very curious to see what this is. If it's an opportunity, financial opportunity, it could be that. Yeah. It could be a project that you get involved with. It could be something that aligns you closer to your life purpose. You're a life path 9, which is the humanitarian life purpose, and that's going to be activated this year. So you could run into something that is going to align you with your higher purpose, and that's going to feel awesome. But it's going to help you get out of this cycle from past. Or if you do meet somebody that's basically a liar, you're gonna know to stay away from them. This is like a narcissist, is what this is. All right, so where's the growth potential here? Oh, this is so awesome. So you have learned or will learn this year to cut out things that don't serve you. Okay, you're going to learn to let that shit go. You're not ever going to be in this stuck position again. So you're ending that cycle. This is another end of a cycle. Gosh, you got end of cycle here. You're starting to work to end the cycle, and then this year you complete the work of the cycle. So this is a really awesome year for you for healing your traumas. This is forward fast motion. Quick, do it already. Let's see if there's anything else I wrote on that. Let's see. Growth. That's where I am. Yeah. So basically this is like cut out shit that don't serve you and don't look back. Don't look back. You just keep going. Don't even worry about it. That's done. All right. So the message that you have to yourself, I'm going to just start with this one. Okay. So this represents you. This is you. You're the Queen of Wands. This is you. You're a Leo, right? Yeah, this is definitely you. So you are a passionate, creative, vibrant, sexy woman. You're gaining confidence, okay? And through that and just who the essence of you are and your confidence, that's what's gonna bring you opportunities. This is financial opportunity. Okay. So projects, a new job, financial opportunity, all that, especially being North Node and Gemini, you probably get a lot of opportunities because that's like this networker energy, so you probably have a lot of entrepreneur opportunities that are presented to you. Okay. So this means like be a woman of action. Okay. So be a badass. That's your message to yourself. Be a woman of action. Be that sexy, confident, vibrant, passionate woman that you are. And just stay in that energy. And when you do, opportunities come to you, okay? Job opportunities, project opportunities, possible people like, giving you love offers. That's going to come to you. All right. Wow. Okay. Let me know if that resonates. Of course, I can pull clarifying cards if I don't get the message right. There's other interpretations that are always possibilities. I really do lend very much. There's a lot of swords here. There's a lot of cups here. So to me, the cycle that you're ending has to do with a pattern in your love life. And this opportunity can be, this is a good question mark. It could be, again, I would pay attention to May-ish. This is probably about May or summer is when this is going to happen. So it could be a job opportunity, could be a passion project, could be an opportunity to align with your life path. It could be a love offer. But it's super happy, whatever it is. Just stay in this energy. Be here. Okay. So this healing that you do, and finding your true self and your confidence and being whole is this woman. All right. Let me know how that works out for you. All right.